we continue our durian adventure by visiting Top Fruits and Kami Food Services, which export Malaysian durians to different parts of the world. Since the approval for Malaysia's frozen whole durian fruits export to China in late May 2019, the two companies have received many more orders. China has approved only 5 Malaysian companies for the exportation of frozen whole fruits and has laid down a stringent protocol for them to follow.
For the frozen whole fruit process, when the fruit comes in, we do the sorting and grading. Then after that, we do the cleaning. Subsequently, we go through our washer so that to remove all the dirt on the external surface before we put in a cage, and the cage will be rolled into our IQF facility at the minus 100 degree for more than 1 hour. From there, we pack it into carton box and we are ready to send out by ship. And the whole temperature should be maintained at minus 18. We have to be very stringent with our quality QC control. So we make sure that the fruits has no crack, any holes inside. For the farm, we also encourage the farmer to have the wine gap standards and also to practice that the fruit has to drop to the net before it actually can come into the factory.
I think very important that we have to ensure the consistency and the quality of the fruits, and also collecting the fruits and make sure the fruits is all in a good way, that all the protocol between Malaysia, DOA and GCC is followed in terms of pesticide and the fruits quality. The whole idea is the same. You need to freeze at minus 90 degrees or minus 110 degrees for 1 hour. The only difference is we are using tunnel system, which is different from the chamber. Our fruit is all systematically put in the conveyor, piece by piece, and there's no addition on piece on top of the other piece. Would then give a very even and consistent temperature of nitrogen freezing compared to any other system.
The two companies also export durian pulp, paste, and other durian-related products. They have seen a spike in orders and demand after the initial approval of frozen pulp and paste into China in 2011, and most recently for frozen whole fruits. Successful publicity campaigns have also helped draw the Chinese to Malaysian durians. To date, no frozen whole fruits have been rejected by China, and the exporters say they will do all they can to safeguard this emerging sector.
Malaysia has been a good tourist place for Chinese visitors, and when they came into Malaysia, they would like to taste our Malaysian durian. So when they go back, they will hopefully to get back the same thing. So I think that's why the frozen whole fruit has such a value. Well, frozen whole fruit is a new frontier to our whole durian industry. We have to produce good quality and export quality fruits. So I think the whole chain needs to work together so that it will be sustainable and it will be good for our durian industry.
The opportunity have given to us, so we need to safeguard and ensure that all the process have been taken correctly, so that there's no food safety issue when we export the fruit. The consumer in overseas, whether it's China or other parts of the world, would then have a best fruit from Malaysia. And the newfound treasure would then grow to a big economy scale for Malaysia.
Thailand is one of Malaysia's major competitors in the durian export market. Malaysian exporters and promoters will focus more on the niche rather than the mass market.
Malaysian durian is always favoured by most durian enthusiasts. China is currently the third biggest exporting country for us after Singapore and Hong Kong, which has 300 to 400 million people in the higher earning bracket who can afford our durian. And that's where we are focusing, and that's where we hope that we'll be able to exploit the export market fully with the approval of the exportation of frozen whole fruit durian. We foresee that it's going to be able to be one of our major export market, and if we do enough promotion, enough exportations of the frozen durian, we're hoping that we are able to achieve the 500 million as targeted for the year.
There is a mismatch between Malaysian durian supply and demand for the export market. Industry players hope that more people will grow durians to increase production, and this will bring down the prices and make it more affordable to durian lovers.
It tastes like the real Musang durians inside. first time I taste durian with cheese.
We have sell around 3,500 Musang King durian.